Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. Samuel French and I Theatrics have put together a high school version of the hit musical Rock of Ages, and we dropped by the workshop to meet the company and to bring you a sneak peek.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Oh, she took the midnight train going anywhere.
He's just a city boy born and raised in South Detroit, Michigan. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
This was so great today. What was today like for you two so far?
Crazy. A lot of things we've been doing, last minute rehearsals, but we're excited and ready to go.
Absolutely, I could not agree. We've just added so much today, and it's just these last minute things. It's been so exciting. It's just the thrill. You get on, and it's like you do these new things, and it makes the show. It's so great.
So take me back how you auditioned for this.
Okay, well, I did a program last year called Anything Goes, and it was a junior version, so they sent me an email January to come back and audition at the Alice Ripley, which is one of their studios, and I went in and I had my repertoire, and it was cool.
What did you sing that day?
I've Been. It's a Tom Kitt tune from Next to Normal.
Yes.
Love it. I love it. I love his work.
And for you?
I actually auditioned 5 years back for their choreography DVDs, a fall session, and I got in, and I've been working with them since.
So I love this. So when you auditioned, you have no idea what show you're actually going to do you?
No.
It was a complete shock. We got an email, and we only found out one title first, and then a couple weeks later, we got a new email that said Rock of Ages.
So how cool is this? I mean, what a great idea that Samuel French and I Theatrics have done, doing this like high school version of this incredible musical.
Yeah.
I know my high school has to cut things when we do shows because it's not appropriate, so I'm so excited that this is going to be a show so we could do it now.
They go for it here. Like it's all out there, and it's so brilliant. Working with our director Tim, he's absolutely astonishing, and we do really great stuff here. It's awesome.
You're doing a Broadway workshop. Do you realize that?
Yeah, it's kind of exciting, a little scary, but yeah, it's thrilling.
So has it been a week? What's it been like?
Well, we got here last Monday morning. We auditioned for which show we'd be in. I'm so glad I didn't make a course because I cannot dance. It is awful. Oh my gosh, I can't do it. I love it though. It's a great show. But yeah, we got here. We sang our stuff. We actually did Don't Stop Believin' for audition piece, which is awesome. I love Journey. I love all that stuff. It's great. So this 80s stuff is right up my alley. I love it.
We actually didn't start rehearsing until last Wednesday because they were going, not back and forth, but they still didn't decide who was going to play Drew and Sherrie. So we went through like 2 days of auditions, and then we started, and it's just been on since then.
Did you do a callback together? Did they match you up?
Well, not originally.
No, we actually were the only pair who weren't matched up, which is hilarious.
And then last minute, they're like, can you guys sing together? And we're like, sure.
And she's absolutely amazing, so.
Stop, did you hear him?
She is.
What's it like working with him?
It's great because he's so sweet and always saying nice things, which is great to be reassuring. And this is like his third show. No, it's only his third show, and he's this good.
No, stop.
Do you have inspirations to be on Broadway, you two? Tell me.
100%. I would love to be on Broadway one day.
500%. I see people like Constantine Morales who did this originally, and like seeing him just like go for it on stage, doing a show like this, having so much fun, and actually getting paid for it. It's like absolutely brilliant because it's what you love. It's what you do. It's awesome.
So say, what's been the best part of his experience so far? I mean, you just did numbers for us, which was amazing, and now you do it this afternoon. What are you looking forward to the most, and what's been the best part of the experience?
For me, I'm looking forward to singing Heart in My Heart, Shadows of the Night with Justice, because every time she sings, I'm just in awe. But the experience has taught me I can do other genres, and I didn't know that before, so yeah.
Probably the best part of this experience is definitely the cast. Like, there's this juxtaposition where these nice people, like the nicest people I've met in my entire life, and then they get on stage and there's these rockers, and they're like absolutely like insane. It is so great. But we're looking forward to a lot of things. I'm looking forward to my mom coming down here. I hope she really likes it. I actually haven't told her that I'm the lead yet, so it's gonna be really great.
This was so exciting today. What has this whole experience been like for you with working on this show for us of Rock of Ages?
Well, I mean, Rock of Ages is my era. I had a little garage band in the 80s when I was in high school, the same age as these kids. And so this just brings me right back to those days when I was these kids, banging your head and singing too loud.
And just directing them, you do such a beautiful job.
Well, thank you. They're very talented and they're very passionate. Our litmus test for these kids is that we want kids who are really passionate about musical theater. Talent comes second or third, because if we can get them all in the room and they're passionate about it and they're committed, they're going to look incredibly talented.
Tell me about iTheatrics.
So iTheatrics is a company that has a simple mission. We think the world will be a better place if every kid everywhere has access to musical theater. So we work with folks like Samuel French to take awesome Broadway musicals and adapt them so that they can be performed in any school, anywhere, with the resources that every school has.
I was telling Bruce, it's a no-brainer to do this. I mean, how did you come up with the company?
We started, we're 10 years old, and the idea was that it is a no-brainer, and it goes back to, I remember Mrs. Dolores Bowman, my 7th grade choir teacher, may she rest in peace, her directing her musical, which she had to write and play the piano at the same time. So she never got to see us perform because she was always head down, move right, move left, the poor thing. So I just thought, that changed my life. Isn't that something that, could we make that easier for that teacher who really wants to do that? Can we give them recordings? Can we tie it to the curriculum? Can we give them a guide on how to direct the show in the best possible way? So, it really just came from mother necessity.
Well, let's talk about today. How did you find the kids?
So we auditioned the kids at the Junior Theater Festival, which is an event that we produce in Atlanta, Georgia. It's the world's largest festival for musical theater and young people. We'll have 5,000 students there, and it's always over the Martin Luther King weekend. So of those 5,000, we audition kids there for programs like this. But we also do video auditions. So kids can go to itheatrics.com and get more information if they want to really come and be a part of one of these programs.
These kids are so talented. How do you break it down? How do you say, this is the group I want?
It's interesting, because when the kids come to us, when we select them, we don't even know which show we're doing. So, but the truth is that musicals are full of stock characters. And so you know that you're going to need that male romantic lead, that female romantic lead, and then it sort of, flows from there. But hopefully we have the right mix, and in 10 years we've not failed. So far.
Oh, you've done a great job. So how long did you work on this presentation? Tell me about the week.
Yeah, so we started, we're about day 5, 6, 7, 8 into rehearsals. On beat 1, the kids go into auditions. They don't even know they're auditioning because of the way that we do them. By the end of Monday, the first day, they've been broken into their cast and they know their roles. And then come Tuesday morning, it's go, let's work. We work just, by equity standards, so we're taking our breaks at the right time because we want to train kids how to do theater properly.
No, because I was telling them they're doing a Broadway workshop.
No, we patterned it exactly off of that. So it's like we're doing a brand new musical. And it's that workshop, that 20-hour workshop that we all know so well. And that's the experience they're getting.
Why do you think this show resonates so and will resonate so well in high schools?
I think it's sort of twofold. For the kids just love the story and they love being able to sing rock and roll. And part of the things that we had to sort out is how do you sing rock and roll safely when you're that age, and what's the best key, especially for the guys, to make that happen. For the audience of these shows are probably my age, and so being able to go and hear your kids sing Sister Christian or Come On Feel the Noise, who's not going to love that? You got to go to the musical anyway. You might as well go to something that you really, really love.
Yeah. So what has this whole week meant to you and today with the big presentation?
It's a big deal. This is a new partnership between iTheatrics and Samuel French. We have wanted to work with them since we started 10 years ago. And so it's really exciting to have that opportunity. They have an incredible catalog of musicals beyond Rock of Ages that we can't wait to get our hands on in the future. And also, why not apply what we're doing to plays as well? So we see a big, long partnership with Samuel French that will end with more and more kids having access to quality arts programs, and that's the real goal.
Come on, feel the noise. Girls, rock your voice. We'll get wild, wild, wild. Wild, wild, wild. Yeah, let's go with that.
Thank you for opening your rehearsal room, your workshop room today. This is so exciting. What was today like for you so far?
Well, you know what? To watch kids out there rocking out, it's just amazing. And we love Rock of Ages. We always thought when we first saw this show that there would be a great high school version in this and a middle school version of this. And we partnered with iTheatrics, and we're just rocking it. It's great. And the kids are loving it. What I love so much about this show is that there's a real opportunity for parents, parents of high school kids. This is their music. And so they know all the songs. So when the kids are coming home and they're singing the songs, they're rehearsing, the parents know the songs. So it's like a great bonding, thing. I remember the first time I heard that song, where I was, all of that. And the teachers, it's also their music. So it's just a great synergy of people loving rock and roll. This is some of the best rock and roll.
Oh yeah. This is a no-brainer. But you started this with Grease. Tell me.
Well, Grease is our show, and we have a school version of Grease. The school version of Grease has been done over 3,000 times in high schools and in middle schools, and we think this is a great follow-up to Grease. It's the same kind of audience. It's wholesome, and it is, it rocks. Yeah.
These kids are amazing. How did you put this all together?
Well, we work with this great company called iTheatrics. They are the gold standard of creating school versions. They've done it for all the Disney projects, and now they're working with Samuel French to do our shows.
Well, let's just talk about, I've known Samuel French, starting out early, getting those scripts, and
right? Did you still have your first Samuel French script?
Yes, I do.
I do too. I do too. And you'd be surprised how many actors, how many Broadway stars I talk to that when I say I'm with Samuel French, they go, I still have my Samuel French script, my first one. Everybody has an identification with Samuel French. It's the iconic name. I'll know if I speak to somebody and I say I'm with Samuel French, and if they don't know what I'm talking about, I know they're not really in the theater, right? Because if they're in the theater, they know Samuel French.
But you remember that first cover. It was either yellow or orange or red or blue, right?
You got it. That's right.
So let's talk about what gets done at Samuel French. What an incredible organization you have. Talk about some of the things that you do now.
So, first of all, Samuel French is the oldest and largest publisher and licenser of stage plays and musicals. Started back in 1830 with a man named Samuel French who got this idea that he could publish scripts of contemporary plays and send them out into the hinterlands and let people perform them. So this whole industry of, regional theaters and community theaters and colleges and high schools and junior high schools performing plays is the brainchild of Mr. Samuel French. And what we do is we license, we have relationships with our authors, the best authors in the contemporary theater. We also go way back, as I said, 185 years. So, one of our great shows is Our Town, and so we bring in authors, we nurture their plays, we publish their plays, and then we go ahead and we license them. Our main job is to license the plays and to protect them. So if someone is doing something with a play that they shouldn't be doing, like changing it around, it's not the author's vision, we're there to protect them. So we are the author's representative.